Gold-blooded says, is there too much emphasis on a quarterback learning Kyle's system? Jimmy didn't have the whole playbook his first 5 games.
Oh, boy, I'd love to answer this.
Go.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Iggy and I have talked about this a lot. There are 2 kind of coaches. Let's talk about offensive coaches. There are system coaches and non-system coaches. A system coach, Shanahan, Gruden is a system coach. I have a system. You have to fit into it. You're not good at throwing this pass, but it's my system. Try it. Mm-hmm. Do it. A non-system coach, Bill Walsh, says, what are you good at?
Yes.
We'll make the game plan. Joe, you don't throw particularly well long. Don't worry about it. I don't have a system. We'll find a way to exploit your many gorgeous qualities. We'll make the system around you. So, Shanahan, if I have certain, I really admire him, but I have certain criticisms of him. Jimmy played better when he wasn't doing the system. Yeah. That's something you should have noticed, Kyle, and sit him down and say, what are your 10 favorite throws?
Yeah. Okay, let me see it from...
I'm sorry.
Let me try to see it from Kyle's perspective because he recently praised my suit and now I like him.
Okay.
I do think that he has adjusted his system in the past. He can be stubborn. But in 2012, when the Washington football team gave him Robert Griffin and it wasn't his choice, he created a whole college offense for Robert Griffin with his own read, and he did it. Well, he didn't want to, but he did it. And then with Jimmy Garoppolo, he didn't implement the entire New England offense. But if you notice, they don't call downfield passes for Jimmy. It's a lot of short stuff, which suits Jimmy. So Kyle can do it. I just don't know how much he really wants to do it. You know?
Okay. Iggy, would you say I've never asked you this before. When Jimmy's on the field, let's not criticize him not being on the field, but when he's on the field, has Kyle gotten the most out of Jimmy Garoppolo?
Oh, man. I would say so. I think last year what Jimmy Garoppolo did is the best year he's ever going to have in the NFL.
Okay.
I would say so. Thank you. I mean, what Kyle did in Atlanta was Matt Ryan threw the ball down the field a lot and really well. Jimmy doesn't throw the ball down the field well. So last year, everything was screen to Debo, short pass to Kittle. And Jimmy Garoppolo had 100 quarterback rating. He went all the way to the Super Bowl. I don't think he's ever going to do that again. Maybe Bill Belichick can do something better with him, but I'd like to see him play 16 games again. I'd like to see that. Anyway.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that. Good question. And the other thing is, I think with Kyle Shanahan having this 5-year, 6-year extension, he's free to draft a quarterback and play him right away. Who was he going to do? Get fired?
Right, he's not getting fired.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if there's any more questions. One more question, then we'll go. Is it safe to say Matt Ryan is smarter quarterback than Jimmy? I don't think so. I don't know Matt Ryan. I think the thing is, when Kyle got Matt Ryan was already good. He had been to Pro Bowls. Jimmy had 2 starts before he got to Kyle. So I think Kyle just had to develop Jimmy and didn't. And I think that the idea that Kyle developed Matt Ryan is a little overstated. He might have gotten a good year out of Matt Ryan, but he didn't develop Matt Ryan. Ryan was developed already.
Okay, but the question is, who's smarter? And here's what I want to say. I wouldn't look at it that way. I'd say who's a winner.
Yeah.
Jimmy's a winner. Yeah. This Matty Cool, I mean, he's a loser.
He is a loser.
He's a loser.
He's a loser.
He's not in any conversation I'm interested in.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, if you got one more question, you get Matt Ryan. Yeah. If the Niners get Matt Ryan this offseason, that is not the solution.
No.
B. Rodriguez says Matt Ryan is bleh.
I love bleh.
Horatio Flores says, who's a better play designer, Walsh or Shanahan?
I say there's no question, Walsh.
Okay, let me put it this way. Dad, who designed Walsh's run plays?
Oh, that's interesting. Bob McKittrick.
Okay, so I would say that probably Mike and Kyle are maybe a little bit more proficient designing run plays than Bill. But Bill is the greatest drop back pass play designer of all time. And that's pretty important.
He changed football.
Change football.
He changed defenses
Yep.
because they had to deal with it. And what's more, if he were around now, I bet he'd change football again in ways we can't even imagine.
Yes. Yes. And if he had 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line, up 1 with 133 left, he'd run the freaking ball, even though he's a genius.
Yes, he'd run the ball. He appreciated running the ball.
Because he understood that football is about time management and field position. He would explain that to you. Bill, why are you running the ball? Because that's football. He didn't have to show off his great passes every play.
No, I asked him once. He was showing me film second time at Stanford when they beat SC, and they were running in the second half. I said, Bill, why are you running so much? He just looked at me and goes, Lowell, that's football. End of story.